welcome to part 4 in our tier list. And this will be the final part. Oh god. This will pop out of all of the tier list videos of Brawl. This will be the most interesting one because instead of adoring these characters, I'll actually be talking trash about these characters. Like, these are the characters that are just so bad on every single level. And trust me, I keep saying this, I'll be saying this for the last time. I'm an experienced player. Like, I'm not a competitive player, but for my age, I'm a very good Smash player. And yeah, like, there's something after the video I really want to explain to you guys, but we'll get to that shortly. Anyway, let's get on to the D- tier, baby. I can't wait to get to this because I love making this series. It's a really good series, I think. I hope you guys are enjoying it too. Anyway, let's go on to the D- tier at number 29. At number 29, I have Lucas. And that's kind of funny because that's my name. The reason why I put him here is because, Lucas possesses above average speed and mobility, as well as very powerful smash attacks with fast startup, forward smash, or very large disjointed hitboxes. Up and down smashes, a great and versatile recovery with several options, fast attacks, and multiple attacks that can set up additional blows effectively. However, Lucas possesses a subpar aerial game with some problematic aerial moves, such as B-Air or aerials that are just inferior compared to what other characters possess. A lack of KO moves outside his smash attacks, limiting his versatility in being able to finish off an opponent. Another poor grab game, possessing a low-reaching tether grab, relative to his peers like Olimar and lacking any effective setup throws outside of low percents. His most major flaw, though, which is often cited as the reason for his low tier placement, is the 10 additional frames of lag he suffers when grab released on the ground. Similar to the character he is semi-clone of, Ness, this makes him vulnerable to grab release follow-ups. Nearly every character, as well as zero death grab release and an infinite grab release from Marth and Donkey Kong, respectively. Overall, Lucas has generally poor matchups, with 4 especially terrible due to serious grab release issues for Marth, Snake, and Donkey Kong, giving him several hard counters while being even with the lower tiered Bowser due to the aforementioned problem in poor tournament results. Lucas isn't that good in competitive play, and he's just like, he has a lot of issues with him, and he's less viable than Ness. He just has some problems that he just needs work on. And I know a lot of people don't like Lucas being this low, but it's only because people don't know about these tier lists and don't care. But if it's taken into competitive play, Lucas is just not as good as that. Anyway, let's go on to number 30, and we're getting into the 30s in this tier list. So let's go on to it. This is This is so interesting. I'll just stop talking. I'll just go right into it. At number 29, I meant to say at number 30, I have Pokemon Trainer. And the reason why I put him here is because his individual Pokemon have their own merits, and the variety and choices helps him in preventing hard counters. Pokemon Trainer, however, suffers from severe unique afflictions that no other character has to deal with. The first is the stamina problem, which when it occurs, it will force the player to fight with severely reduced damage output and finishing ability, or make a Pokemon change that will either give their opponent a free hit or make the player give up an opportunity to capitalize on the opponent's vulnerability. Additionally, when a Pokemon is KO'd, the player is forced to send out the next Pokemon in the lineup. The forced switching from this and stamina leads to 2 more issues. It prevents the player from only using the Pokemon best suited for the matchup. For example, against King Dedede, the player will not be able to stay on Squirtle and will be forced to use the other Pokemon, or hard countered by DDD, and forces players looking to pick up the Pokemon Trainer to master all 3 Pokemon playstyles. So instead of just having to learn one character as with anyone else, a player will have to learn 3 vastly different characters, thus significantly hindering development with the character. Moreover, the trainer's Pokemon have their own significant weaknesses and flaws. While Squirtle is often considered to be a potential viable character due to its good mobility, attack speed, and air game, Charizard suffers from extremely slow movement speed and laggy attacks, while Ivysaur is crippled by its abysmal air game and tether recovery, slow and difficult to land KO moves, and very short reach on his attacks. Pokemon Trainer's stamina and force switching problems combined with his Pokemon's own issues results in very poor overall matchups due to the abilities of the Reflex Wonder. However, the amount of money the Pokemon Trainer has won in tournaments has been surprisingly high, though when the Reflex Wonder is not counted, his tournament results have been near non-existent. It's really sad. Like, I feel like the Pokemon Trainer is a really interesting character, but in terms of competitive wise, it's really hard because like you have to, instead of just mastering one character, you have to master 3 different types of Pokemon, and that's not easy. Because one moment you'll be playing as this one Pokemon, the next moment you'll be playing as some other Pokemon that like it's just different. And the thing is, their attacks are different too because Ivysaur is Grass type, Charizard is Fire type, and Squirtle is Water type, and like they all use different types of attacks. So yeah, so it's kind of hard to like get used to that. But out of the Pokemon Trader's Pokemon, I use Ivysaur the most. But yeah, but that's besides the point. Anyway, let's get on to number 31. Alright, the next character will be a bit controversial, especially since it's higher than Mario. I said Bowser. And the reason why I said Bowser is because, well, compared to his melee incarnation, Bowser is a faster and more mobile character at the expense of slightly less power. Despite the slight power nerf, Bowser is one of the most powerful characters in Brawl, possessing a movement full of potential finishers, several of which can even reliably KO under 100%. Along with his trademark power, Bowser is still the heaviest character with strong momentum canceling to complement it, giving Bowser one of the best endurance potentials in Brawl. Additionally, Bowser has a great aerial grab and flying slam that also gives him access to the Koopa hopping technique to improve his mobility and approach, along with great reach throughout his moveset. A 10-frame advantage on grab releases that gives him grab release options on nearly every character, and a powerful 5-frame move in Whirling Fortress that can be immediately used out of shield. To escape pressure despite his speed buffs, Bowser is still one of the slowest characters in Brawl, and he can have a difficult time keeping up with several characters. He is also still one of the largest characters, which combines with his massive weight to make him very vulnerable to combos and chain throws, some of which are infinite or zero death. Bowser also has significant trouble landing with all his options to land being slow, punishable, and easily read, compounded by his laggy aerials. Additionally, Bowser possesses an easy gimpable recovery that gains barely any vertical height. He lacks any effective projectile, which along with his very large size and sluggish movement speed, makes it difficult for Bowser to break opposing camping. His flaws overpower his strengths, resulting in mostly terrible matchups, and when combined with his lack of representation in tournaments, some of the worst tournament results of any character. Like, I think Bowser does not deserve to be an F because, like, he does have some very unique strengths, but they don't overpower much. They're just basic strengths. But yeah, I think his weaknesses overweigh his strengths, and I think Bowser isn't a viable character. On to the F tier. Alright, so Mario got nerfed from Melee to Brawl. So since because of that, I put Mario at low tier. which is surprising because I'd never really seen that happen before. But it happened in this game, and this is why I put him here. Mario possesses fast, low leg attacks throughout his moveset, as well as strong comboing capabilities with his up tilt and up aerial being especially good jugglers on their own. They can set up additional attacks as well. Additionally, Mario possesses a notable gimping and disrupting tool in his cape, an effective projectile in his fireball, and even an effective outer shield option in his super punch. However, he inherited problems from his melee incarnation. Mainly, he has poor reach with nearly every attack, and he still possesses only a few mediocre finishers that are all up smash attacks, greatly hindering Mario's ability to finish his stock flexibility and efficiently. Additionally, he has problems dealing with characters who have disjointed hitboxes, such as Marth. He's easily gimped due to his predictable and short recovery, and his rather standard abilities are outshined by the abilities of most characters. This has resulted in poor matchups and poor tournament results. I'm just gonna say right now, Mario got nerfed. He got nerfed so bad. Mario was really good in Melee. He was pretty good. Like, but like now he's just not even good anymore. Like, I'm surprised. Like, yeah, it's really surprising to me. But yeah, let's go on to 30. Let's go on to 33. Alright, at number 33, we got Link. And the reason why I put him here is because he is equipped with a useful Dacus that helps his mobility, as well as some camping ability, some of the best overall reach in his attacks, great momentum canceling, and the third best potential vertical endurance, and many KO moves. Like his melee incarnation, he still has plenty of projectiles, all of which can be useful at different times. Despite his projectiles and large number of advanced techniques, however, Link in general has poor mobility due to poor dashing speed, airspeed, and jumping ability, poor outer shield options, one of the worst aerial games, and sluggish moves in general. His fastest ground attack jab has a startup lag of 7 frames, and fastest aerial back aerial was 6 frames. Ouch! The most crippling flaw of Link, however, is the recovery that has been heavily nerfed from Melee to being arguably the worst recovery in Brawl, and often prevents him from fulfilling his amazing endurance potential. Spin attack doesn't give him much horizontal distance, and barely any without poor momentum. His bombs are less effective for recovery, and his hook shot can no longer wall grapple. This has resulted in terrible matchups against most characters and terrible tournament results. Link just isn't like I have a thing about Zelda characters. Okay, it seems like Zelda characters are always ranked at low tiers, and it's really sad because I feel bad for a Zelda fan because it seems like for Zelda fans they have low tier, like almost the entire series except for 2 characters are at low tier, and that's sad. It really is. I feel bad for Zelda fans, whoever likes Smash Brothers and Zelda. I feel bad for the Zelda fans, because like all of their characters are like low tier. But anyway, let's go on to number 34. I told you I can't get enough of those Zelda characters, because at number 34 I have Zelda. And the reason why I put her here is because while Zelda possesses fast, powerful attacks, some of the most powerful aerials in Brawl, and a fast and powerful multi-hit up smash that is nearly impossible to SDI out of and covers the area around her, Zelda suffers from a combination of severe character build flaws. These flaws include a very inconvenient combination of attributes, similar to Mewtwo, slow, light, tall, and floaty. Her almost non-existent approach options, possessing a moveset that consists nearly entirely of unreliable finishers, which makes it difficult for her to KO. Despite her abundance of powerful attacks, it leads to one of the most weakest comboing abilities, with her down tilt being her only move that can set up well. a very poor projectile that cannot force approaches, and her predictable and unreliable recovery. Her primary recovery move suffers from major angular issues, and she does not have access to an alternate recovery move, nor the airspeed and jumping abilities to make it without using a recovery move. This has left her with terrible tournament results and having terrible matchups against many high-tiered characters. And yeah, Zelda is just like, I understand if you're like, I just explained this, like, it really does suck that all the Zelda characters are low tier. Well, almost all of them. I like, it just says that, like, it's just proven that the Zelda characters just aren't good in competitive play. That is not casual. Um, it's just that, like, yeah, it really does suck. But I mean, hey, what can you do about it? Let's go on to 35. Next up on the tier list is Jigglypuff. And the reason why I put her here is because she possesses incredible air mobility, a good aerial game, one of the strongest edge guarding games, and one of the best recoveries in Brawl. However, the reason for its huge tier drop is its terrible transition to Brawl's physics. Like Captain Falcon, Jigglypuff's comboing ability was more reliant on hit stun than other characters. Jigglypuff has also had its KO moves nerfed, with Rest in particular suffering greatly as opposed to KOing. Under 25%, like it did in Melee, it does not reliably KO until around 75%, and it is much harder to land due to the ability to act out of hit stun, and the reduced falling speed to acting out of hit stun also prevents comboing into it. In addition to this, Jigglypuff has terrible reach in most of its attacks, one of the worst ground games, a combination of poor reach, slow ground speed, and terrible ground attacks, the worst endurance of any character in Brawl, exacerbated by Brawl's defensive play, most of its attacks being punishable on landing at low percents, combination of low base knockback in its attacks and high ending lag, and poor air to ground transitioning due to its floaty falling speed that prevents it from approaching safely in many matchups. Such factors combine to result in terrible matchups, including 7 hard counters and tournament results. As a result of its huge nerfs to its strongest traits and terrible transitioning to Brawl, Jigglypuff holds the distinction of having the largest tier drop between Melee and Brawl. Jigglypuff's position in Europe and Japan is worse than it is in America. In America, it is ranked as the 3rd worst character, and in Europe and Japan, it is ranked as the 2nd and worst character in the game, respectively. Yeah, it's really sad because Jigglypuff was one of the best characters in Melee, but in Brawl, she's terrible. What happened to her? Like, seriously, wow, I can't believe that's a huge teardrop. Yeah, that is huge. Alright, we're getting into the G tier. This is the tier where this is like the shitty tier. Like this tier is like no one cares about this tier, and like all the 2 characters that are in this tier are so god awful in tournaments that it's surprising that they have came this far in a tournament. These characters these characters are important because they've been widely panned, and you know they've just been very bad. So let's get right into it. Oh, Captain Falcon. Oh my god, Captain Falcon, what happened to you? Why aren't you showing your moves in this game? God. Okay, that was obviously an intentional Captain Falcon reference, but still, why? Oh, Captain Falcon, what happened to you? So if you're not aware, Captain Falcon has been top tier or high tier in 64, Melee, and Smash 4. However, in Brawl, no, he's nowhere near a high or top tier. So this makes Brawl the only game where Captain Falcon is not even close to a top or high tier character because oh my god, what happened to you, Falcon? You were one of the best characters in Smash. Ah, well, let's go over why I put him here. It's really sad, honestly. The reason why I put Captain Falcon here is because Captain Falcon has his trademark speed and power combo, in addition to great mobility, great momentum canceling, and overall survivability, an all-purpose attack in his up aerial, and one of the best jabs. However, his combo and KOing power were nerfed from Super Smash Bros. Melee, with his finishers either being weakened, such as forward smash, or significantly more difficult to land, such as his knee smash. In addition to this, most of Falcon's attacks have poor hitbox placement, making safe approaches and spacing difficult, especially when considering his lack of projectiles. The impact of the new Brawl physics arguably hit Captain Falcon the hardest. The ability to act out of hit stun hurt the combo abilities of Falcon more than other characters, since his higher knockback attacks no longer keep opponents in longer periods of hit stun. And the less effective dash dance and ability to moonwalk give him even fewer approaching options. He also has fairly poor out of shield options due to his short grabbing reach and possessing either slow and or poor reaching attacks. In addition, a predictable recovery, vulnerability to chain grabbing, and the general inability to pressure opponents or escape opposing pressure are also cited as problems for Falcon's metagame. As a result, he has terrible matchups as well as terrible overall tournament results. God, what happened to you, Falcon? Oh my god. See, that's why I put him there, because, yeah, sure, he does have his upsides, like he is the second fastest dasher, but that doesn't make up for it. He's just not good like he was. Anyway, let's get on to the worst competitive player in Brawl. Number 37. Okay. Here is the worst competitive character in the game. Ganondorf. I'm gonna tell you right now why he is this low, and this is a huge nerf. This is the second highest nerf in the official tier list, as well as mine. Ganondorf's few strengths include good power through his moveset, high endurance and strong momentum canceling ability, very strong edge guarding ability, access to the most powerful meteor smash in the game in his down aerial, and a great semi-spike in his up aerial. Ganondorf also gained a new combo starter in Flame Choke and his super jump glitch in the Flight of Ganon. However, these strengths are overridden by a slew of significant flaws. Ganondorf's overall mobility and frame data are among the slowest, if not the slowest in the game, with King Dedede just barely beating him. His recovery is possibly his biggest flaw. He has the third lowest jump in the game. Flame Choke covers minimal horizontal distance and is easily edge guarded due to its slow speed and lack of protection. An aerial wizard's foot no longer restores his double jump. In particular, Dark Dive is likewise slow and its newly added hitbox at the move's climax is not sufficient enough to defend from edge guarding. While it has also lost all of his KO power and now KOs past the 300% range, and opponents can now hit Ganondorf out of it. As soon as the move completes his useful chain grab options, the changes to hit stun and his moveset overall was heavily nerfed from melee, weakening his KO and combo ability. Additionally, many of his moves either have large sour spots or cannot KO realistic percentages, such as his forward aerial and his aforementioned Dark Dive. Also, the loss of L canceling harms him far more than any other character in the game. He is no longer able to safely use his powerful but laggy aerials for general usage. Most of Ganondorf's attacks either have poor reach for a character of his size or possess poorly placed hitboxes, putting him at a serious disadvantage against characters with long reach or disjointed hitboxes like Marth. yeah, like he has terrible overall he has terrible matchups. He doesn't even have a single positive one. It's really sad. It really is. Ganondorf doesn't even. In fact, Ganondorf doesn't even have an even matchup against any of the characters. All of his matchups are are negative. Like like he has no advantage or even matchups. He has the highest number of hard counters of any character, the series at 22, in addition to 5 unwinnable matchups. He is also the only character in the whole series to have ever had his own tier at the bottom of the tier list. Though in my tier list, it's not like that. But however, he is ranked 31st rather than dead last on the Japanese tier list. So I'm not really sure why. I think Ganondorf's the worst character. Like he's so easily killed. It's really depressing, honestly. Ganondorf's just not that good. Even in casual play, Ganondorf's not even that good because it's hard to save him. If you go off the edge and you're too low down there, good luck trying to get back up because you're not gonna get back up. You're just gonna die right away. It's really sad because I thought Ganondorf was really great in Melee. Oh boy, but what, now let's look at the tier list in general. And that is the entire tier list of Brawl, at least my version. Okay, so instead of doing a comparison, because I think that's kind of pointless, because you guys can just look it up. I mean, and probably most of you saw the current tier list, so there's no point in doing that. No, instead I'm just going to read off each character. So in the SS tier, we got 1 Meta Knight and 2 Olimar. In the S tier, ranked 3, we got Wario. In the A plus tier, we got number 4 Snake and number 5 Diddy Kong. In the A minus tier, we got 6th Ice Climbers, 7th Falco, and 8th Sonic. In the B plus tier, we got 9th Lucario, 10th Mr. Game & Watch, and 11th Marth. In the B minus tier, we got 12th Pikachu and 13th Zero Suit Samus. In the C plus tier, we got 14th King Dedede, 15th Toon Link, and 16th Rob. In the C tier, we got 17th Luigi, 18th Wolf, and 19th Pit. In the C minus tier, we got 20th Fox, 21st Ness, 22nd Donkey Kong, and 23rd Peach. In the D tier, we got 24th Kirby, 25th Ike, 26th Sheik, 27th Samus, 28th Yoshi. In the E tier, we got 29th Lucas, 30th Pokemon Trainer, and 31st Bowser. In the F tier, we got 32nd Mario, 33rd Link, 34th Zelda, 35th Jigglypuff. In the G tier, we got 36th Captain Falcon and 37th Ganondorf. So that is my tier list. Now remember at the beginning of the video where I said I had something important to say to you guys? Well, I still remember. Now there's people saying out there that are saying, oh, I can play as whatever character I want. I don't care about the tier list. Oh, I can play whatever character I want. Now, there's something I gotta say before you shit on the tier list. The tier list is ranked on how viable the character is, not how good the character is. Well, it kind of is, but it's only for tournaments. For casual play, tier lists don't matter. Tier lists are only used for tournaments. Tier lists are supposed to help you. So if you want to compete in a tournament one day, you can choose. It's best to choose someone that's on a higher tier because you'll do more successful. That's all a tier list is. It's not telling you, oh, you should play as this character because, oh, he has so much good options. No, that's not the purpose. The purpose is to show how viable the character is with a complete list telling you like which character is viable and which one is not. In casual play, some of the low tier characters are very good in casual play. It just doesn't it just revolves around tournaments and stuff. It Tier lists are only for tournaments, not for casual play. So if there are some people saying, "Oh, screw the tier list. Oh, it's pointless. It's only for people who care." Like, come on, guys. I mean, the tier list is only there to just show how viable each character is. Which Meta Knight is the most viable in tournaments and Ganondorf isn't. It's just showing you how viable each character is. That's it. So anyway, I hope you guys understand that, and I hope you guys liked my tier list. It's so much fun, and I already said this at the start of this series, but I do not have plans to do Smash 4 tiers. I'm sorry. You can make your own, I just do not have patience, because this was long in of itself. There's just so much characters in Smash 4. I mean, I could do Project M. I would love to do Project M. And just hard because, like, I haven't really played it much. I've downloaded it onto my Wii and I played a little bit, but like I've never actually like, and also I've been doing character hacks for it with with different move sets, like PSAs. So like I've like yeah. But I hope you guys like the series. My next video series will be on a prediction series. I'm still figuring out what I should do, but I'll be maybe doing it tomorrow. I don't know. But I hope you like this video, and peace.